from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
An outdoor robbery at a drive-through lane in the near West End. We take a look back at the housing market of 2020 and the latest on COVID-19. All coming up in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Wednesday, January 27th, 2021, and it's brought to you today by Henrico County.
And now for the news.
Well, strange robbery situation on Monday. It happened at a Chick-fil-A restaurant near Willow Lawn when shortly after 4:15, employees were working in the drive-through lane outside and a man was standing nearby. He gradually walked closer to the employees and demanded money while indicating that he had a weapon. And then he knocked down one of the employees, grabbed money, and was last seen running toward 50th Street, then across West Broad near Willow Lawn Drive. Described as having a dark complexion, standing between 5'10" and 6 feet tall, and weighing between 190 and 210 pounds. He was wearing a black jacket with fake leather sleeves, light-colored blue jeans, and red basketball shoes. If you were in the area or happened to be even in the drive-thru and saw anything suspicious or have information about the incident, call Detective Tuckahoe at 501-5000 or Crime Stoppers at 780-1000. You can also submit your tips online at p3tips.com. New COVID cases were up again yesterday for the fifth straight day in Henrico, up to 249 new cases. According to the Virginia Department of Health, the county's 7-day daily average of new cases is now at 181 per day. The county also reported 2 new hospitalizations and 3 new deaths related to the virus. Henrico has had almost 150 outbreaks so far during the pandemic. That's an incident in which 2 or more related cases are identified, and more than 3,000 of the county's 17,660 cases are related to those outbreaks. So far, about 23,000 doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in Henrico County, ranking the county second among all state localities, trailing only Fairfax County, the largest in the state. The Henrico and Richmond health districts might soon be receiving about 1,000 more doses on a weekly basis after President Biden yesterday announced that 1.4 million more weekly doses would be distributed by the federal government to states to make an even 10 million altogether. If those are distributed at the same rate that they're being distributed currently, Henrico and Richmond would stand to gain about 1,000 more shots. They're currently receiving 6,400 doses on a weekly basis. Well, 2020 was a negative year for a lot of people in a lot of ways, but it was a very positive year if you were selling your home. It was a definite seller's market, and so far this year, we've seen more of the same in Henrico County. On HenricoCitizen.com right now, you can check out an in-depth piece by contributing writer Dina Weinstein, who takes a look at the housing market that was in 2020. Median sales in Henrico last year increased almost 13% from the previous year, up to nearly $299,000. The average sale price rose by about 8%, up to $353,000. But the year also was marred by evictions from those who could no longer afford to pay their rent or mortgage. You can read the complete report on HenricoCitizen.com by clicking on Community. Tuckahoe District Supervisor Pat O'Bannon will host a virtual town meeting tomorrow to share job search strategies and resources available in the region. She'll be joined by Brian Davis. He's the director of the Capital Region Workforce Partnership, and Elizabeth Creamer, the Vice President of Workforce Development with the Community College Workforce Alliance. You can also hear about job opportunities available with Henrico County itself. The meeting will be held from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Henrico County Government channel on YouTube. You can submit questions in advance to pob@patobannon.com or in the video's comment section during the meeting. For details, call 501-4208 or visit patobannon.com. We've also got a link directly to the event on our website, henricocitizen.com, if you click on Government and look for this article. U.S. Representative Abigail Spanberger will host an open public telephone town hall tonight from 7:05 to 8:05. It'll focus on issues facing Central Virginia families, businesses, healthcare providers, schools, and others. It'll be streamed via video live on her website and also on her Facebook page. She'll also answer questions from 7th District constituents and preview the coming weeks on Capitol Hill, as well as outline her legislative priorities during this session of Congress. You can tune in on video or dial into 855-920-0555 to participate. C&F Financial Center last week awarded local nonprofit C2 Adopt $5,000 after C&F customers voted the organization their favorite nonprofit during a recent competition. C2 Adopt offers training and education as well as placement and supportive services to anyone whose life has been impacted by adoption. If your dog or cat needs a rabies vaccine, you can get that for them February 13th. That's a Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the Henrico County Government Center at 4301 East Parham Road. You must register and pay at the cashier's office in the administration building before seeing a veterinarian on the first level of the adjacent parking deck. All visitors will receive temperature checks and should be prepared to wear face coverings and to maintain proper distancing. Each vaccine costs $10 and you must pay in cash. You'll get a rabies tag and certificate of inoculation in return. Pets from all localities are welcome. Cats must be in carriers. If you have questions, call the Henrico Police Animal Protection Unit at 727-8801. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Henrico County's Spread the Love Valentine's Day Card Initiative, sponsored by the Henrico County Engage program, which is inviting you to help make homemade Valentine's cards for the 8,000 long-term care residents in Henrico County. Cards are due by Friday, February 5th. For details, visit henrico.us/services/seniors.